Dwayne Douglas Johnson, also known by his ring name The Rock, is a wrestling icon and actor in movies like the Fast and the Furious saga and multiple Netflix hits. In most of his movies, especially the Fast and the Furious franchise, Dwayne can be seen driving around in some of the most badass armored utility vehicles. Most people may not know that The Rock has a collection of supercars and customized trucks in his actual garage. Pagani Huayra, $2.55 million. People might think that all The Rock owns might be trucks, since due to his physique, he might not be able to fit into supercars. But that is just not true. The Rock has one of the most exotic and expensive low-riding hypercars in the world. He was first seen driving his Pagani Huayra at the premiere of the HBO show Ballers. This was somewhat of a tight situation because it was a little difficult for him to get out of the car. But once The Rock gets comfortable with the driving seat, he can get this car past 230 miles per hour. Ferrari LaFerrari, $2.5 million. Believe it or not, but The Rock has another expensive supercar that looks like a toy when he stands beside it. This makes it crystal clear that The Rock has a fine taste for super rare Italian sports cars. Also, there are only 499 Ferrari LaFerraris in the whole world. The LaFerrari can hit a top speed of 220 plus miles per hour, and that's thanks to 950 horsepower that's blasted out of a 6.3 V12 engine. The surprising fact about this car is that The Rock didn't buy it. Instead, he got it as a complimentary long-term lease from Ferrari, and by long-term, it means forever. This super rare Italian beast is worth between $1.5 million and $3 million. 1999 Plymouth Prowler, $30,000. Now, let us talk about the car that The Rock fits in and that he drives around in pretty frequently. This has to be one of the most unique and awesome cars ever to be built. Other than the engine, which gives a top speed of only 118 miles per hour, which is a bit depressing, it is quite understandable why The Rock bought this car. It's style. The design language with the dragster-like modern styling is quite pleasing to the eye. Also, The Rock was frequently spotted pulling up at the sets of his movie, Pain and Gain, in this car. And for a man that big, getting out of a car that cool is for sure a head-turner. Lamborghini Huracan, $200,000. The Rock is a big fan of Lamborghini, and he owns a Lamborghini Huracan, which was bought right after he sold his Plymouth Prowler. He was photographed with this car while he was filming his 2018 release, Skyscraper. The Lamborghini Huracan has around 500 horsepower, with a naturally aspirated V10 engine, and with a top speed reaching 202 miles per hour. The Rock also did charity work with this car, where several kids connected with the Make-A-Wish Foundation were lucky enough to take a spin with The Rock in the Huracan. 2017 Ford GT, $1 million. It's quite hard to believe that The Rock owns a Ford that is much costlier than his Lamborghini. The Rock has been a brand ambassador for Ford for a very long time, and he even has appeared in commercials and launches. He even called the GT one of the most iconic cars of all time. The Ford GT engine gives out a massive horsepower of about 435 and can propel this lightweight body up to 216 miles per hour, making it the fastest Ford production ever made in 2017. And just like expected, this car also turned out to be a bit too small for The Rock to fit in. Custom-built Ford F-150, base price $75,000. Out of all the cars that The Rock owns, the Ford F-150 is the only vehicle that is truly built for this real-life Hulk. The Rock does have a ride that he can properly fit into. This custom truck, like a brand, appears all over The Rock's Instagram page. While a normal Ford F-150 would cost roughly $75,000, no one knows how much The Rock spent on his Ford 150 for the full customization. Hennessy Velociraptor, $150,000. The custom Ford F-150 isn't the only booted-up pickup that The Rock has been interested in. He also owns a dangerous dinosaur, the Hennessy Velociraptor. Even though it does not have enough space compared to the custom Ford, when it comes down to performance, there is no comparison. This monster truck gives nearly 760 horsepower out of an EcoBoost V8 engine, and believe it or not, this truck goes from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. All this performance does not come cheap, but surprisingly, The Rock didn't even pay $1 for it. He got it as a gift from HBO for his part in Ballers. Rolls-Royce Wraith, $300,000. Probably one of the most common car brands among celebrities. The brand has become a staple among the rich and famous because of its unparalleled attention to detail. The Rock has the two-door Wraith, which comes for around $300,000 and hides a 6.5-liter twin-turbo V12 engine that gives out 465 horsepower. With a top speed of 155 miles per hour, the Wraith can get from 0 to 60 in under 4.3 seconds. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. See you guys next time!